Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. And today we're going to be playing some more Rimworld. It's just a damn good game. Last time I played, I did mechs only. All mechs all day. And it was a pretty chill playthrough. Very easy. My solo guy lived a complete life of luxury at 100% mood at all times. While the mechs did all the work. It was very, very pleasant. This time, it's not going to be so simple, and probably not going to be nearly as easy. We're going to be much more aggressive. This time, we're going to be playing specifically around the mod Rimworld. So if I can bring that up. Rimworld introduces global conquest where factions vie to become the dominant power across Rimworld. Gone are the days of random bands of raiders seeking only plunder and wanton destruction. Factions are now in a race to exert their influence across the Rimworld through mobile armies, trade caravans, base settlement, and diplomacy. Arise from the ashes of your unfortunate circumstances and use all the assets at your disposal to become a powerful influence across the globe. Armies, warbands, and scouting parties, settlers, and caravans for all factions can now be seen on the world map and will have practical purposes, destinations, and associated events. Existing events such as raids, trader caravans, and more are all generated by AI action and represented as an icon on the map. The more combat power a settlement has, the more difficult raids or wealthy caravans a faction settlement can generate. It also introduces a new winning condition to defeat a rival faction. Overall faction power is composed of settlements, warbands, scouting parties, and settlers, and the amount of faction power determines the size and strength of armies, caravans, and settlers that AI factions can generate. Defeating an enemy army, gifting, or trading with other factions directly affects their faction power. Faction interaction matters. Form alliances, subjugate the weak, and destroy dangerous enemies across the world to create winning conditions. Factions will interact with each other to form alliances or declare war. Take advantage of warring factions and strike while they are weak, or declare an alliance with a friendly faction to fight your wars for you. So it's a big mod. It does a lot of stuff, obviously. And it's a mod that I think a lot of people sort of want. Maybe not this integrated into the game, but something similar to this at very least. A lot of people, when discussing Rimworld and future DLC, discuss wanting more faction interaction and more things to do with the world map rather than just all based around your own colony. And Rimworld does a lot of that stuff. Now, it is a mod, so as a consequence, you know, it's unofficial. It's not perfectly integrated. It is kind of performance heavy. So it's not a flawless mod by any means, but the time that I have spent with it in the past has been pretty solid. And what we're going to be doing this time is specifically this section here. New winning condition to defeat a rival faction. So at the start of the game, it's going to determine a random faction based on any of the ones that are permanently hostile to us. And that's going to be our rival faction. And all we have to do is wipe them out completely, remove all their settlements, and we win the game. So that is our victory condition. That's what we're going for. Aside from that, the only other theme or restriction really that I'm putting in is that I don't want to use any kill boxes, and I don't want to use any sort of like perimeter walls. So I kind of want just a singular base with pillboxes and stuff around. That's going to make it challenging. I think we are going to play on a bit of an easier difficulty as a consequence, but I really want to try something a little different. And so I did put in the CAI mod, CAI 5000, that improves enemy AI, sort of designed to be a kill box nullifier. So kill boxes wouldn't work with this mod really, and perimeter walls aren't really amazing either with this mod. So we're going to have to rely on being mobile and being smart about attacks and being tactical and all that. So this is going to be some new frontier. As for the rest of the mod list, it's pretty much identical to the mod list from the why is this broken? Oh, damn it. Why did you get dumped there? Fuck. I have to reload the game. You can't do anything until I reload the game. Damn it! I just added this. So I really love the Dead Man Switch mods. And I was looking at the Dead Man Switch collection and I noticed that there was this that I didn't have because it doesn't have Dead Man Switch in the name. But this is like their human faction, but they're not really humans. They're like tentacle girls or something. It's pretty anime. I was iffy, but I love all the Dead Man Switch stuff so much. I was like, all right, we'll give it a try. Now I regret it because now I have to reload the game, which takes 10 minutes, and I'm pissed. Fuck. Okay, that's always a fun time. Anyways. So yeah, the mod list is pretty much identical to the list from the last run, all mechs all day. I just added in a couple more things, including that Cinders of the whatever mod, and Rim War. A few other things that weren't relevant for the last playthrough because I didn't have any other colonists. But yeah, this is a mod list I'm pretty happy with at this point, even though it does take forever to load. Maybe someday we'll get Rimworld remastered. I wouldn't hold your breath. Okay? All that stuff. I also went through some mod options, make sure things were good, including making sure that Ignorance is Bliss was set up properly, because we have had some interactions with that in the last couple playthroughs where I wasn't really getting visited by, well, who I should have been visited by. Also, I finally discovered, I didn't really notice this, but there's a button, more mod settings, and this is where the Frozen Snow Fox tweaks is. So I went through this whole big list and enabled a bunch of tweaks, like removes raw fungus as one of the default ingredients for meals, makes raid loot more varied, interaction spots can overlap, it makes insect jelly not a meal, but it changes it to the raw tasty category, so they won't pick it over a cooked meal anymore. Things like that. Makes power conduits immortal, so they can't get blown up, which seems nice. Lets you grow pasture grass and ambrosia. I mean, this Frozen Snow Fox tweaks combines like 100 other little mods all into one thing. And actually, I could have removed several of my mods that I have and just enabled the settings in here. But yeah. All right. New colony. So what are we going to do? What's our start? Well, while looking over the mod list, I did notice one Xenotype mod that I think could be pretty appropriate. I don't know what... Here. The Beliar mod. So, let's, before we go into that, I'll just show you the Beliar. That's the Beliar, a hemogenic xenotype which lives to kill and kills to live. Revel in exquisite carnage and paint the rim red alongside your infernal host, or battle against the demonic armies and send them back to the hells that spawn them. That seems pretty appropriate for us being, like, raiders looking to just slaughter an enemy faction. So that's what I was thinking about. This scenario is pretty tricky for that because we do start. It's basically tribal or naked brutality. I don't know the tech level we start with, but we do get a bloodletter blade at least. Now we're not gonna have like a whole group of Beliar. We're just gonna have one, which means I am gonna have to have like humans. Well, you know, it'll be just kind of a normal colony except for my leader. But that's probably okay, I guess. It's either that or like I'd have to start the scenario with like 4 Beliar or something and then just never recruit anything that's not a Beliar and maybe just enslave everyone that's not a Beliar. I could do it that way, I suppose, but I don't really want that many slaves. Maybe 1 or 2 slaves. So we'll just have our leader be a Beliar and do with this start. I'm hoping the tech level's not too far down, but we're in industrial, so it shouldn't be too bad. And the game crashed. Amazing. Fuck. Okay. Looking at the log, I believe that it was due to the custom font mod, which I've actually had installed for ages, but I kept forgetting to actually enable it. And I finally did, and there you go. So never mind that. Let's forget about it. All right, escape Beliar. And for storyteller, Parry Persistent could be pretty good. But it could be a lot. It could be a lot of stuff. So I think we're actually going to go with Randy Random. Classic. Yeah, I think we're going to do Adventure Story. Experienced Rimworld players who want some breathing room to pursue funny or weird goals. Yes. We're going to try that. If it turns out to be pathetically easy, which I really doubt, I'll bump it up. But I think I'm not that great. All right. We're going to leave it on 30% because it's going to be hectic enough. For Rimworld settings, we can pick our rival, and I think we're going to do that because otherwise... Because that will let us actually pick a location that's somewhat nearby. You know, the factions are going to be expanding outwards and stuff, but they're going to kind of cluster, I think. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to pick the Civil Outlander Union. Because I believe they're also industrial. And they're like, you know, this sort of generic, like, good guys. And we're going to be very much evil fucks. So, we're going to pick them specifically rather than it being random. We could randomize faction relations, but I don't think it matters too much. So we'll leave it at that. And we'll leave it on normal population, because I don't know how that'll affect. And there are a lot of factions in the game. To say the least, but we're really only interested in the Civil Outlander Union. They're concerned with the practical matters of trade, trust, and survival. They hold civil behavior in high regard. Get fucked! Yeah. So, I mean, we'll probably start actually neutral with them, so we will have to go to war with them. We will have to be the instigators, I think. All right. So, Civil Outlander Union is what? This. Kane. Kane. First Overseer is Melissa Archer. Right, so that sort of purple house. So you can already see they're all over the place. We are going to have to eventually get airplanes or helicopters or drop pods or something, and we're going to have to travel. But we want to set our sights on, you know, a place to start. I feel like, did I pick just like the most populated faction? Yeah, look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to start. Whereas if I had picked like this Itakin faction, they'd have 4. I definitely picked I did pick the most populated faction. Now I question it. We could have gone for the Xenohuman Union instead. They're also civil, but they're more alien types. They would have 2 to start. That is a bit more reasonable, because I don't know how much really we're going to go out and kill, or how easy it's going to be, or I have no idea. I mean, a happy medium would be somewhere in the 4 range. 4 or 5. This would be 7. I'm not quite sure which factions are industrial or not. I think settlers are industrial, so we could pick the Purple Crag settlement. They have 1. Okay, that's a little too easy. Damn. I'm a little conflicted here. All right. I think if we go, we're going to have to regenerate, but I think if we go with the Xenohuman Union, yeah, let's randomize relations. You never know. That way we have 1 nearby at the start that we can focus on, and then eventually, depending on how they spread, you're like, we're gonna have to use aerial means at some point to wipe them out completely. So it prevents us from just like, okay, we have firepower, we'll go fuck them up. Oh god, now they got more. Now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wonder if it gives them more because I picked them as my faction, because now the civil one, no, I think it might be random. So now the civil one has 4. Okay. This is fine. We're going to pick somewhere in this region then. So they're reasonably close. I mean, this is not, you're definitely going to want vehicles and probably helicopters. The problem with this is that this is all cold, and I just did a really cold biome. Even if I did the desert, it's a cold desert. So I'm not really happy with that either. Fuck. Not gonna get happy. Alright, let's go back. We'll keep regenerating. Let's go try this civil Outlander Union again. Randomize the seed. One of these times I'll get something I'm happy with. But yeah, I want like 4 to 7 on the map. No matter what, I'm gonna have to travel. Like, we'll never get them all clustered. And I want it to be in a relatively equatorial region. Because I'd like to do a warmer biome this time. Or maybe an alpha one or something. Okay, they got 3. That's reasonable enough. Down here, we're in the arid shrubland. This is very warm. This looks good. I'm pretty happy with this. So I think we're probably looking in this area, maybe? Now, like I said, well, I don't know if I discussed it yet, but yeah, we're doing no kill boxes and no perimeter walls. So having like a backdrop doesn't really matter. It helps a little bit, I guess, but it is also a form of perimeter wall. So I'm kind of looking to just kind of be in the middle of the map anyways. So maybe just on a river or something, because I will allow a river as part of our kind of defense mechanisms. So I guess something like that, and then we can have the river on our north side. Or this, because then the river cuts off half the map, so we can plan around that. Anything coming across the river is just free shots. The only issue I see with this one is just not a lot of minerals on the map. Okay, we could go with this. We'd have all the insect tunnels to the north, which would be annoying. Would be quite annoying. But we would be able to settle right in this nook. We'd have the river cutting off half of the area. It's not terrible. It's also kind of good, to be honest. This whole region. Assuming... I mean, we're basically making a natural kill box right here. Anything that spawns in this area of the map is going to come through here. Unless this is... Can't really tell. This might be closed off. I think this is closed off. It's really hard to tell. I can't zoom in. I wouldn't allow myself to wall this off. So if this is open, it's fucking open. But if it's closed, then yeah, we have sort of a nice natural kill box. The only issue is if they spawn on this, like especially in this area, they're pretty close to my base right at the start. But sure, let's do it. Okay, for our religion, I think we got to go esotericism. That looks pretty demonic. We are demons. And we definitely want, I know for a fact, we're going to want Blood Court. Our leader should be a talented melee fighter and brutal warrior, only usurped by one greater. Leader, best fighter, death, don't care. Corpses, don't care. Scars are honorable. A green traits, bloodlust. Slavery, acceptable. So we definitely want Blood Court for sure. Then I think we may as well grab Raider, because we're going to be doing that no matter what. And beyond that, I mean, there's a bunch of other things we could take. We could take Sadist, but it's getting to be a little redundant. We could take things that don't involve killing, but you know, we could take Supremacist. I don't want to have slaves. I would just want the option of having slaves. Yeah, I don't want to nix ranged weapons. I just want our leader to be a melee god. That's probably pretty good. We could take... I could take Quester to encourage me to do quests out there, but... or we could take Violent Conversion. But honestly, I think these two are pretty impactful enough. We don't really have to do anything else. Alright, let's see here. Brutal Way. There you go. Rating respected. So for 25 days after a raid, we'll all get +6 mood buff. It's pretty good. And anyone that participates gets +3. But we do get a -8% global work speed. So we are encouraged to raid other people and take all their shit, which is very different for me. This will be interesting. Our leader is our best fighter. So whoever has the highest melee skill will be the leader. And so can't really allow anyone else to have a higher melee skill than our Beliar. We won't get any mood effects for losing other colonists. That's nice. Execution, horrible if innocent. I think don't care. We're raiders, and we want to acceptable. Organ use, acceptable. Cannibalism. I mean, he's a Beliar. He's not human. But I guess they're all human-ish, right? They're all meant to be human, like, variations. I'm gonna put acceptable. It's just meat like any other. I don't plan on doing it because it's usually kind of cheap. But I suppose, like, I don't know. Most people just do cannibalism in this game, right? Aliens, acceptable. Scars are honorable. Fertility is normal. That's fine. Apostasy, abhorrent, corpses don't care, fungus. Yeah, despise. We did fungus all last playthrough, so we'll skip that. Insect meats. I think we'll put that at don't care. We'll eat insects. Nutrient paste. We're raiders. Think indifferent. Catman. Venerated. Okay, it's fine. All right. Our guy. So yeah, he needs to have extreme melee. Like double passion. Yeah, 11 is probably a pretty good start. I think that's reasonable. And beyond that, we are playing Naked Brutality, so we're not really going to be raiding anyone at the start, and I do have to survive by myself for some time. So I can definitely just kill animals. I don't have to have any plant skill, but some amount of cooking would be kind of appreciated at the start, and some amount of medical at the start would be decent. So let's randomize. Jesus, 18 melee. Okay, it seems like they're always going to have just good melee. And not really good anything else. This is a character designed for this kind of playthrough. Of just kill. Yeah, they're always going to have good melee. I don't need much cooking skill. I think gourmand. I don't want gourmand. Somniac's pretty shitty. That move speed is going to be really bad for combat, so... No, 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 no. Just give me like cooking 3 and I'll be fine with it. With good melee. Oh, they are super immune, talent butcher. Now you're talking. Creepy breathing. Oh, it's a 16-year-old female demon. Okay. No medical skill. Basically, not many skills at all. 9 melee, double passion. Yeah, I think this is acceptable. Do I want a female, though? I'm not sure. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. I guess I don't really care. I don't know if I want this black skin, though. I'd probably rather have red. Okay. It's not changing at all. That doesn't do anything. Weird. Alright, and as for the name... what's a good demon name? No, I'm not going to be any good at this. I should have randomized... Here, let me randomize some other Beliars just to get the idea of a name. God. Wesley Pickles? What? Ryan Wilson? Sarai Tang. Royth Maroc. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll steal your name. Royth Maroc. Alright. Yeah, let's do it. Super immune will be helpful. So we're starting naked as the day we were born, and all we have is a sword. But I saw in the workshop page, the sword is pretty good. Apparently causes like profuse bleeding and with any attack with it. Years of fighting wars that weren't yours finally came to an end when the crypto sleep casket that was your jail unexpectedly malfunctioned, letting you escape and slaughter everyone aboard the ship of your former masters. Now landing on this unknown Rimworld aboard the hijacked escape pod with nothing but your trusty sword by your side and the taste of blood and freedom on your lips, for the first time in your life you'll kill in nobody's name but yours. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That was all the faction randomization. Your arrival to the Rim has sparked the ire of the Ass Finder. They are a ruthless faction that has fractured the solidarity of the planet. There can be no lasting peace as long as they remain. Your presence poses a threat to their schemes, and they will hunt you until only one of you remains. Eliminate the Ass Finder by destroying all their settlements. That's the Civil Outlander unit. They're brutal. They've fractured the planet. Those bastards. All right. Yeah. So that's who we're up against. Okay, so let's look at the Beliar first. So we got heat immunity. Max comfortable temperature 417 degrees. We take no damage from fires or burns. Well, a good thing I picked a really warm biome. That helps a lot. We can spew fire, much like the Impids. We're hemogenic. We have a reserve of biological strength powered by a resource called hemogen. We lose 2 hemogen per day from biological entropy. Okay. We have long jump legs. Ooh, that's going to be very nice for melee. I like that. Bloodbath. We have uniquely permeable skin that can directly absorb blood spilled on it, allowing them to regain hemogen with each human or entity killed in melee. Awesome. Infernal Heart. We have an additional chamber in our heart filled with a hemogenic stimulant. With the carrier's will, the chemical floods their bloodstream, enhancing their reflexes and speed while numbing all pain. Furthermore, it activates glands hidden in the carrier's knuckles, which have a chance to spray compounds that combust upon air exposure on impact. Okay, excellent. Gore Feast. Release a regeneration boosting enzyme into the bloodstream. During particularly long kill streaks, carriers are known to heal scars and even regain digits or limbs. I mean, recover our lost arm just by killing shit. Super clotting. Alright, our bleeding heals very quickly. Psychically death. So no Psycast for Maroc, which is a bummer because that would have been even more insane. Because there's some very good melee Psycast stuff. We have a genetic depression, -10 mood debuff at all times. That's going to get us into trouble. We have a cold weakness. That's going to be potentially annoying, but not at the start. Hyper aggressive. So our social fight chance factor times 300%. Yeah, we're going to be beating on people and probably killing them. Strong melee damage. So we just get plus 50% melee damage across the board. Amazing. Homicidal urges. We grow restless. We go too long without ending a life, no matter how or whose. Robust incoming damage multiplier by 80%. That's great. Reduced pain, 50%. And then the rest... explosive demise. If we die, we explode in a ball of fire. We get plus 8 melee, so that's why we always have good melee. But poor cooking, awful plants, awful animals. Strong artistic, awful medical. Okay. Oh, we have... Oh, I see. I had to remove the gene. Well, we could do that right now. Think. Because I definitely know how to do that in this mod. Ink black skin. There you go. Perfect. All right, here's the Bloodletter Blade. Sinister blade forged to spill blood and keep it flowing. With each jagged slash it inflicts, it leaves behind micro shards of toxic metal. These fragments have a hemorrhagic effect, preventing coagulation and swiftly transforming a trickle of red into a stream of crimson if left untreated. 19 sharp penetration is phenomenal. 28 DPS, plus 100% crit, plus 40% parry. We're probably going to use this for most of the game. So let's equip that. All right, let's look at our map. All right, so this is not closed off. So that means that, yeah, anything spawning here for sure will go through here. Anything spawning here is probably just going to go through here. Anything spawning up here, it gets a little bit more questionable, but probably through here. I think very little is going to come across here, but there will be stuff. Stuff will come from here, and from here. So we're going to want sort of pillboxes here. Again, I keep forgetting my cursor doesn't show. Here, here, here-ish. And that should cover most of our grounds. But our main complex is going to be... Well, the problem is this is sand. So it has problems with build tolerances. Oh, no, it doesn't? Sand's good? Okay, I guess sand's good. I'm surprised. Isn't sand historically a poor material to build on? I won't complain. All right. Yeah. So we're naked and we're going to want to kill stuff for wildlife. Looking at leather. We've got hippopotamus. Maybe I can kill one. Crocodile. Decent, but the hippos would be big. Not an easy thing to kill, I imagine. But yeah, it's got like practically no armor. 8 melee DPS though. Yeah, hopefully we either kill it in one shot or 2 shots maybe. For now, instead of constructing, I think we're going to use this as our base, and eventually we'll build a bigger thing here. I want to do like a single complex, so I want to have the whole base in one structure with no separate buildings. But Maroc doesn't really have the construction. It's 4 construction. It's not the worst. But there's not much building materials here. Look at my research real quick. Okay, so we are industrial. That means we do get electricity to start, central heating, modern bathroom fixtures, nutrient paste will be good. Air conditioning, don't really need. That's kind of about it for what we get for industrial. Complex furniture, complex clothing, heating, stone cutting we have. Yeah, okay, all the basics. So I could stone cut and make it out of that. We have cacti. Decent amount of cacti. I have very poor plant skill, though. As for power... Okay, I can make a wood-fired generator. That means that I don't want to make the building out of wood, because I'm going to need all that wood for the generator. Until I get batteries or something online. So let's start by closing in this building. Okay. So we'll just move some walls around. Just so we have a place to sleep. And yeah, I know you don't need to fill in the corners, but it just feels wrong to not do it. Alright, there we go. That's a base. And we did start with hemogen vials in case we don't kill anything, but we're gonna kill stuff. Let it be known. And let's have you not repair. Okay. Yeah, we can just throw a fire in here because I'm not going to be bothered. Does mean we're going to have to get some wood. So let's get some wood. Let's turn off cleaning for now. Okay. We're gonna need crafting spot and I guess we should get a toilet. Should I mine some steel or no? We probably really just want to get into stone cutting. But I have to go for the fucking... I don't get access to the stonecutter block, which is unfortunate. I was hoping for that. This is 75 wood, or if I do pure steel, it's 105 steel. So I need that in steel before I do anything else. But we should get... I guess I don't really need clothes. I'm not going to freeze to death or anything. My god, I don't see a lot of steel. Oh, it was a little hidden. Okay, we got steel here. I'm gonna need food, though. And I think there's nothing for it but to kill something, so let's try and kill something. We'll save, just in case I get horribly maimed. Now, do I want to start with a fire spew? I think that's smart. That sets it on, we'll start panicking. Oh, they both came in. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright, that was shockingly easy. I don't want them to, I don't want them to burn completely. Okay. Oh, there's a butchering spot. What am I talking about? Oh, no, I was talking about stone cutting. Alright, we will, let's just butcher one. We have something to eat. There you go. All right, not too shabby. Yeah, I don't really have to worry about predators, because I will kill anything that tries. That was good, that was good. So I got 67 leather out of that. We could actually make tribal wear. Let's do that. With my 6 crafting. Ooh. What are these sounds? Oh, that's from the Ancient Danger. They're trying to break out. Yep. Shit. A fucking Tesseron, a Centipede Blaster, and a Combat Laborer. That doesn't seem fair. That really doesn't seem too fair. I gotta say. See, I told you, this is why we're not playing on higher difficulty. Too much bullshit going on. I got this combat laborer just sniping me with his rifle. Didn't I have a wall here, or did I never add that? Why did they shoot this other combat laborer? Also, they're letting me heal. That's very nice of them. Yeah, I gotta set on self-bend, even though it's gonna be terrible. We're probably gonna reload, because that's really unfair, and obviously things inside of an Ancient Danger shouldn't be breaking out and hunting you down on the second day. Now there's a cheetah hunting me, and I'm unconscious, so he bit my head off. Okay, that was fun. I'm not sure what to do about that. I can just destroy them with dev mode after they break out, but then there's the Ancient Danger there that's just kind of open, and there's stuff inside. So it's not really fair. I don't know what exactly is causing that. I'm surprised that there are Dead Man Switch stuff inside of it. So maybe that's to blame. Or maybe the fact that I randomized faction relations caused some peculiarities. Okay, so yeah, I did have a wall. They just broke through it. But I should claim that door so they can't get in. You're really not going to put that on? That doesn't appeal to you at all? I mean, you don't want your groin out. You don't want your dick hanging. Why would you not equip this? I don't understand what prevents them from putting it on or not. Okay, now he put it on. There you go. That helps. Wait, you already want to wear a headscarf? I can't make that. You're gonna have... God, he's gonna have a -4 for eternity. Okay. Right. So we needed to get some. I mean, this is gonna. They're gonna break through this, and then I'm gonna have to delete them. So that's just gonna be what happens. Well. Yeah. Not for right now. Plants. I don't think he'll ever touch a plant, so we don't have to worry about that. He's good at crafting, though. That's nice. She. I keep forgetting. It's hard to tell, you know. But it's a she. Okay. What the fuck is going on in this place? Alright, it's good enough. Running it right now. I think... Okay, that's good for another day. This is crazy what's going on in there, man. If I could just delete them without them breaking through, that would be the best. But at the same time, then I know that it's just an empty ancient danger. So I would just wish that it wasn't broken. That would be good. Man, you wasted fucking 52 steel. Oh, let's not eat raw meat. And yet you got gut worms anyways. Fuck. Fuck. No heal root. Alright, just tend yourself. 15%. He has to get up to 300% to get rid of it. So she's just always gonna be very hungry, which is gonna involve a lot of food. Luckily, she can kill anything. Okay. So we need good, yes, sandstone or slate. I guess we'll go with slate. It kind of looks cooler. So let's enable chunks. Good enough. And we will do make slate blocks. Let's just do forever. Then on that range. I know you want to, well, I'll get this as soon as you handle this slate. The hippo is about to go off. it be? Oh, because this one goes berserk. I wonder if that's what triggers the whole thing. And now they're just gonna come kill me. No, now my game crashed. Holy shit. Really? I just put 20 hours easy into that last all mech playthrough without a single hiccup. What the fuck? That's really annoying. It takes a long time to load this game. Now, I know I keep mentioning that, but really, like, it's unlike any other game in existence when it comes to load times when you have 400 mods. I've heard of people taking like 40 minutes to load the game on low-end hardware. Yep, that was the crash. Awesome. Okay, so fun. I mean, it's hard to say what exactly the problem was. I looked at the log, but I'm not a programmer, so it's often hard for me to parse. But I did see an error related to Paramount Combat Armaments. And, you know, that mod adds a bunch of guns. It's possible one of the mechs in there is using one. I'm not sure exactly. But I saw that they're regarded as pretty OP guns in general with combat extended, so I figured, fine, I'll just remove it, and we'll see how it goes. And we'll see how it goes. Well, maybe he won't fail this time. She. Nice. Good, 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 good. And then we were doing slate. And getting some slate. Good, good. And making slate blocks forever. Maybe not forever, but do until 210. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's right. I know. Do until you have 4. Pause. Unpause at 0. Cook. Actually, I probably should cook more, all things considered. Yeah, that's fine. Good. We have slate, so now I can construct a primitive well and a latrine, so she doesn't have to shit on the ground. Can also make a chiseled bed soon. I am gonna have to delete these guys, and we'll just pretend the Ancient Danger didn't exist. I'll delete all the items in there. We'll just pretend it's not on the map. Oh, I forgot to butcher this other hippo. Fuck. Idiot. Yeah, stand in that rot stink. Good, good. It's alright. There's plenty of other things for us to kill. Another hippopotamus. Destroy, 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 destroy. We'll just delete all this. I'll delete that. We'll delete all this. And there. We'll just say that's how it spawned. Okay. So, I actually could move in here then. It is a pretty nice room. But that also feels a little cheap. And sort of unnecessary. Yeah, a little unnecessary, I would say. So that's fine. We'll just leave it there. It's part of the terrain. It is under the mountain though, so insectoids will be able to spawn in there, but maybe that's okay. It's a pretty secluded location. Maybe I want them to spawn in there rather than any other space. Not that they would really else. Well, I found out last time when I was in the mountain and I had everything lit up and I did a quest where they summoned an infestation. I was very curious because as far as I saw on the map, there was no place that was under the overhead mountain and not lit. There was no technically valid place for them to spawn. And then I found that just gets overridden and they just spawn. They spawn in my base anyways. So, yeah, I would say we probably want them to have some place to spawn. Although that was a quest. They never spawned just randomly. So maybe you don't want that. I don't know. We'll see. We want to kill things anyways. That's what we're all about. Alright. Things are looking okay. We have clothing. We have a badass sword. We can kill stuff and get food. We can cut blocks. I mean, what more do you really want here? Slept in the cold. That really shouldn't... Well, I guess that would bother you, wouldn't it? You want hot temperatures, so we want to keep that fire lit. Terrible food variety. Not much I can do about that. And then an actual bed would be good. So there's the chiseled bed, or I could just make a slate bed. I don't know why you'd make the chiseled bed, other than the fact that it's fireproof. So if you're playing on one of those biomes, I guess, where everything starts on fire. But we would rather just have this bed. A cheetah hunting me, huh? Why am I... Oh, because I didn't finish my bed. The cooldown on this is 2.5 days. Infernal Heart lasts for 20 hours. Long jump cooldown is 1 second, but it does cost 5 hemogen. And in this case, doesn't really affect much. Done. Easy. Dip. Oh my god. So if he kills something for 20 hours, he gets plus 110% immunity gain speed and plus 200% injury healing factor. Damn, dude. I keep saying he, and she. That's pretty good. That is pretty damn good. Okay, so we got a bed. Do I want to start constructing my overall facility? I guess I do. Let me just confirm that I can build like a rustic slate wall. Okay, I can build it here. All right. We do have some steam geysers. We are eventually going to want to use those for some purpose, like geothermal power or something. We also have a gas geyser right here. This is awesome, because now I can get into Helixian gas, too, which will solve plenty of power issues for a while. And I don't usually use Helixian gas, so that'll be fun. And since we want to have everything contained in one structure, let's, let me just look for fertility. Okay, so we do have some fertile growth. This is obviously not going to be inside. The whole base does not have to be all one thing. We can have planting outside. So that's there. That's where we'll plant some crops. Otherwise, just in this area. I guess, yeah, we're building mostly on sand. So honestly, just building some sort of room right here, you know. Just to start, just so I can, like, hold a prisoner or something. Because we're going to have to convert somebody once we get raided. So I think for now, let's do structure, rustic slate wall, and just build that. And for a door, I could do just a single door. Or a saloon door. There you go. It's just nice to have, like, a prison room ready when you're doing naked brutality. So we've got a nice bed. So that's going to remove some of these negative debuffs. Oh, we also want a chair. Just a little stool. And everything will be made out of slate for now. I read genetic depression as more just like eternally pissed off. That's how I picture these demons. Yeah, and we're doing okay. We could be happier, but it's fine. We'll have to get some drugs going soon enough. Actually, this could be the playthrough where I finally try out Luciferium. I've never touched it before because I've always been so scared. Because it's a drug that once you expose someone to it, they get a lot of buffs, especially for, like, melee and stuff, combat. But they become instantly, like, genetically dependent on it. And if they ever go for too long without it, they die. So I've always just been like, I don't think so. But not assigned to plant cutting. What? Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, you're never gonna do that. Need to do that a little because we got to get the fire going. Eh. 23 hours on this cheetah. Oh, no, that's just unfair. Well. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Meh. Meh. It is what it is. Don't eat the raw meat, please. Ooh, there's another cougar. It's freshly dead. Oh, it's a cougar, not a cheetah. May as well. A war merchant coming in. That's not bad. Although I have no money, and I have nothing to sell. And I can't exactly kill them all and take all their shit. I don't know what I would really even take, to be honest. The herbal medicine would be nice. But aside from that... Yeah, we really need someone to raid us. I need to get other people involved here. Someone to plant some crops and things like that. And start researching shit. I'm also going to need components to get electricity going, so just mine that. And we do want to mine all this. So if we're not doing anything else, that's what we're looking at. Let's see, research. So that would be gas extraction for the Helixian, which would be very nice here. 1800. And I'd have to get smithing for 700. So that would be one option. Geothermal's another option if we just want straight up power, which is true, we kind of do. And that's always the thing, it's like, why research anything else at the start when you can just go straight to geothermal and have like 3200 power? Because not everything runs off of Helixian gas, you know? Whereas everything runs off of electricity. I don't think there's a, Okay, so you'd get gas cooler, gas heater, gas lamps, gas-powered generator. Oh, well, there you go. That solves all your problems. I didn't know that existed. Gas-powered smithy, stove, refinery, gas boiler, industrial gas generator. Okay, yeah. So, okay, well then, yeah, then it's just a cheaper way for us to get unlimited electricity. Unfortunately, my intellectual 3 is not going to take us too far. But I'm mostly just sitting around waiting for a raid anyways. So, sensory mechanites, from what I recall, they're not like gut worms where you have to get like 300% tending. They just have a time limit. So they just last a certain amount of time and then eventually go away. I think that's how it works. I want to double check that. Fuck. There's also wild cotton out here. Not much, but that's interesting. This meat's gonna go off. Alright, never mind. That's alright. There's plenty more stuff to kill, including these sand prowlers. And it does give a good amount of meat, so... I'm just really wary of these melee hunting. So yeah, I mean, just like massive amounts of bleeding, which is awesome. He got some good scratches on my toes, though. But that gore feast, so good. Fully healed. Good meat, some hardened chitin. Good, 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 good. Well, we got plenty of food. No raids. You know, we're playing with Randy Random, so you never know. For now, we'll just mine and eat and sleep. Actually, I probably should destroy these vehicles and stuff. We might get components out of that. Boy, if you had good intellectual, I would probably have nabbed you. What do I care about pissing off other factions? I'm a fucking demon. I think these might give just slag. But this big one, that's added by a mod. Those usually get to be nicer stuff. You left me 99 6x18mm charged rounds. Okay, thanks, I suppose. So, yeah, the Mechanites. Intense pain. -10 and -5 for being sick. We're not too pleased with our situation. Ooh. Medicine, 9 package survival meal, 3 components. Yeah, okay. Awesome. I guess we'll use our medicine right away, even though that's sort of pointless. Yeah, I guess I should cook up the meat, right? And we're gonna lose meals. But it's fine. As long as we're constantly fed, there's plenty of things to kill, we're fine, we're fine. I've had much worse naked tribal brutality starts. Surely somebody out there wants to raid me, right? I mean, I did put it on the easier difficulty, I guess. That might be a factor. But I thought that just determined, like, raid strength, not necessarily frequency. But, no, I could be wrong. A crocodile died. We want to go get that. A lot of wildlife. Yeah, we just want to make this for now. There you go. Then we can use the same stool twice. Just turn around. That's all you have to do. A poor traveler named Tony is looking for 2 medicine. Oh, I just happen to have 2 medicine. Oh, Tony. Tony has 11 melee. Holy shit, that's a threat to my my leadership if I abduct her. Why are you so good? That's all you're good at. I mean, the medical is nice, and I guess you do have 5 plants, but really looking for an intellectual person. So I will do nothing to you, except, yeah, just get out of here. Champion of the Commonwealth of God. I don't think I can win that fight. Plasteel plate armor. Oh, and there's 3 of them. Badass. With a Tox blade. Eesh. What? Why did you do that? You were trapped? Why? The doors, you went through the door. What the fuck? Get away from me. I wish you wouldn't eat without a table, especially because you were coming back here anyways. You don't need any more mood debuffs. Heading into summer. Good thing that I'm gonna be perfectly okay. Until I get someone else in the colony. That was probably unnecessary. All right, let's call it there for that. I did get components, right? I got 3's not much. I just hate to say it, but I feel like I'm gonna have to research. Relying on wood generators in the desert is no go. If I had really good plant skill, I would go into Chemroot, but I don't. And no, I cannot sell you 98 black garlic. Thank you for the offer. Alright, 6 components is good enough. Still no raids. Probably shouldn't have wasted that medicine. Alright, she's studying. She put on her glasses and she is reading those papers. It's gonna be slow as shit. What's your research speed? 44%. It's my global work speed for my ideologian. And I'm only 17, so it's a little penalized until I'm 18. It's gonna take an eternity. But like I said, we're just kind of biding time. I guess I could plant something. Just to have something planted. I suppose we can plant here and here. What, like cassava or something? There's not much I'm going to be able to grow with my no skill whatsoever. What about pumpkins? So pumpkins always succeed regardless of your skill. The problem is it's going to take a while to get. But I don't really need it, so... But sure, it might be nice to have. It's not like we're going to have really harsh winters or anything. Desperate refugee named Aloe is approaching. Wants to stay here for 6 days, and he offers to help. I can't see his stats, but sure. Not part of any faction. If I can choose to kill, arrest, sell, or harvest him without diplomatic consequences. Sure. Frijole. Aloe. Well, 8 intellectual is not bad. No plants. No cooking. No combat skills of any time. He's got an annoying voice. He's lazy. And he's flirty with no talent. This is not someone... They're not sending me their best, is what I'm saying. But, while he's here, he can do nothing but research. Oh, I guess he could also patch me up. Do your doctor shit. And you don't have to self-tend for the moment. You can go sleep in here. Well, it's moving along. He wishes to join me permanently. God, he's bad. Unless I want to herd animals. Well, maybe I do, to be honest. Elephants? War elephants? They're not good for really anything other than battle. Their growth time is 39 days. 25 grass to maintain. Yeah, it's just not good. They're just not a good animal choice. What else do we have? At the moment, practically nothing. But I do think it could be viable. I think it could be viable. We have a big stretch here that we could all fence in, except this is right where sort of the pillboxes would be. So maybe, oh god, I don't know where I'd put them. Well, I guess we could put a bridge here and I could have a pillbox here. That wouldn't be too bad. Okay, so then, yeah, I could fence in this whole area. And we could grow hay grass or something like that, or just grass. Okay, I think it's relatively viable. Just not elephants. So we'll want to be on the lookout for any other animals that come in pairs that we can breed. Alright. Welcome aboard. You are going to mostly be a researcher, though. You're not super good at it, and you're lazy, but this is your life now. They won't be able to forget what they've learned. He has 0. He's never heard, he's barely heard of it. It was once important to him, but he's lost passion for it. It was not important to him. That means I still have to do the constructing. Okay. Then I'll at least give him a proper bed now, but that's about it. I mean, I get five construction's not terrible. This will all get expanded as we go, but for now, just give me like a storage room. I should go kill something, I guess. You got an ostrich down here. Probably a pretty mean fucker. Not that mean. What? You're not missing a corpse? What are you talking about? What? You not allowing ostrich corpses? It's right there. What are you talking about? Yeah, I know. I know. A lot of bullshit going on. Fine, fine, fine. Fine, fine, fine. Chunks, go. It's always a rough, slow start with the naked brutality. And I have thought about just like starting the playthrough on my own and then starting the video partway in, but it just doesn't feel right, so I'm not gonna do that. You just get to enjoy the nice, peaceful. I still haven't been raided, and I don't know, you know, Rimworld. It's a little different because your position matters. The factions around you matter. They have to physically travel to you and come attack you. So, I mean, if we look at other factions around us, there's this, obviously my greatest enemy. Then there's down here the poisonous Spelipede Chasm, faction Wing Chemian tribe. They're neutral with me. They are the same. Yeah, they're the same one, so that's neutral. Din Town, the Stone Kinship, is my ally, but then they are hostile to me. They might be hostile to each other, so they're fighting each other. The 863rd Colonial Division is my ally, and Green Gorge is neutral. So honestly, I got pretty lucky. Oh, here's the Commonwealth of God, also neutral, plus 59. So I'm mostly surrounded by neutral or allies. They're my only enemy, and their behavior type is merchant, so they're not likely to come attack me that much, which is bad for them, good for me. So that's why I'm not getting raided almost at all. Over here, Pomol Lam is also neutral, but kind of on the fringe. Neutral. How did I get that many nice neutral factions? The Divine Order is very hostile. The Red Swamp Bandits, but okay, the Profaned Legion, but they'd have to come all the way to me. And I don't know if they will. It's a long time to travel. So, yeah, I picked a very nice position to not be raided, which is pretty good in the long run, because I want to do the raiding. I don't want to get raided. But right now, I need people. Great. Well, luckily, he was sleeping, so that ended immediately. We didn't get much food out of that ostrich. I'm not willing to go kill the elephants because they will surround me and slaughter me. So it's pretty much the rhino. Yeesh. Not super easy. Taking on a rhino one-on-one. 17 years old with a sword. Might have to fire spew this one. I think that's a good use of it. Look at that bleed out. It's insane. So good. Yes. I don't know if that's giving me hemogen or not. I feel like it should. Eventually, I'll make you your bed, dude. Shaman merchant. Got any slaves? Oh, you do have animals, though. Ooh, boy. That's not bad. Silver ram, silver ewe. They give sheep wool. 270 a year for each of them is pretty great amount of wool. Not that I need it, but it is cash. 729 bucks per year for each sheep. Minimum handling skill of 0. Very easy, very easy. They give 119 meat. Not amazing, pretty low, pretty on the low end. But they do give glacial leather, which I think is reasonably well valued. 210. It's not phenomenal or anything, but it's really good for cold weather. What does sheep wool sell for? 270. Okay. I mean, it's either that or I buy, well, yeah. And that's assuming I can afford it. If I sell all this, that's 32. If I sell all the component, no, I can't afford shit. Can't even buy one. So I'd have to like kill them all and piss off the whole faction just for their sheep. So I don't think so. Yeah. Oh well. They left me 3 components. Awesome. Fucking sensory mechanites, such bullshit. Guys, can I fucking meet here? I don't really want to build anything else until I get him his bed and we get a storage room and stuff. But these mechanites, man. I mean, they're kind of nice. 30% manipulation, but the plus 100% sleep fall rate is terrible. It's wasting all my time. Mad Rayhound, huh? I gotta deal with this before it kills my researcher. I don't want a long jump. Easy. Yeah. Yeah, go to bed. Get out of my room. Early stage power core. Yeah. I'll get right on that. Well, we're healthy for the most part. We've got food. We can always get more food. Zebra. Another thing that would be probably questionable. 19-day growth time is pretty pretty high, fairly high. 280 meat is decent. 80 leather. It's plain leather, which is certainly not exceptional, but it's the same value as the glacial stuff. And it's not like the glacial stuff would have really been useful to us. Minimum handling skill, though, of 9 is going to be doable by him, but it's not great. They won't counterattack from taming attempts, so that's good. They are pack animals with 170% riding speed. That's pretty great, and we are going to want to travel. So, yes, I guess. Let's get some. Let's get some. He's gonna need fruit to do that, or vegetarian stuff, which there isn't much. Luckily, they're right here. Awesome. Oh, great. Food poisoning to throw on top of it all. Great, man. I don't know why you're having so much trouble. Aloe seems perfectly fine and happy here. No plant skill. And I just threw up all over myself, so that's good. Very good. Oh, thank you for feeding me the shitty food that I got sick from. Awesome. Stop feeding it to me. Blah! Combat supplier with Aloe's daughter in there. Well, he has a good chance to recruit her thanks to the We Are United mod. What did it say? Point? Who was it? Patty. Pig Gunner Patty. Oh! Synergistic. With the scholar talent. Slow learner is pretty shit. And wimp is whatever. Wimp actually makes it easier for me to convert her. Are you serious? I fucking got the flu. Okay, then he's definitely gonna have to recruit her. He'll never do social. Incapable of talking. He won't even talk to his daughter. That's nonsense. That's just nonsense. I'm gonna fucking character edit that out, because that is nonsense. He won't even talk to his daughter. Ridiculous. I don't care if he has 0 social. I need us to not be that. Fine, network engineer. Whatever. Patty. Ask to reunite. 35% chance. Now, it's unlikely that I'm going to get another chance before they leave. Well, they certainly have a lot of combat stuff. But again, I really have nothing to offer them, so doesn't really matter. Now it's probably going to die, which I'm okay with, as long as you recruited Patty. Man, that was really my best shot. Damn, 35%. I mean, why would she? Why on earth would she join this? Obviously not too close with her dad. They're leaving. No, Patty. No. And now he's going to die because of the flu. He's probably actually better off self-tending. I really need you to chop wood, actually. So we do have a few of those. It's either fight a zebra or fight the elephants. It's not good. 15% 10 quality is not so hot so. Herbal medicine would help. It might keep him alive. So I will sell a component to get one. And for now, I don't want him using that on your Century Mechanites. We almost got smithing. And then it's just a long road to get gas extraction. Damn, that took forever. Ugh. They left me 75 silver. That's pretty nice. Just forget about that. I mean, I can't really. I can't build a pen at this point. Like, I guess I could do it out of steel. Speaking of, nice 4 components. 140 steel, 100 silver, 20 gold. Those are just gifts from the gods. Smithing done. Slow. Slow, slow, slow. Always is. And we've been going for 2 hours, so as soon as this thing with his flu is resolved, I guess we'll end. I imagine he's going to die. Because he's prioritizing research over bed rest. I guess I'll let him rest for now. Maybe he'll survive. But I do need him to make sure he self-tends. Ideally in the light. We'll let the zebra sit for now. Hold on. Okay, he tended. Shit. Utter garbage. But he's getting bed rest now. That might be the difference. Come on, give me something that's not in a fucking big pack. Don't think I can take on that many zebra, and I'm not sure I'd want to. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we might be able to build a steel after all. Speaking of which, actually, let's move steel. Medical emergency. Oh my god, that was the worst tending I've ever seen. Not quite, but pretty close. Plant matter. You really should get in bed, dude. It'll be by a thread if he survives. I'd rather he live, because he is researching for the moment. A heat wave for 6 days. If it was just me, if he dies, I might definitely consider it. But it will harm crops and kill animals I don't care about. Unless all the animals leave, that's pretty bad. It's only for 6 days, though. We should be able to... But it is all kind of pointless. Well, actually, this helmet's pretty damn good. And the disposable launcher we could use on something big. So if he dies, I'll do it. Otherwise, I won't. Oh yeah, he's a dead man. Him getting out of bed to tend would be worse. Dead. Alright, well, we tried. Yeah, we'll eat him. Yeah, I don't feel bad about it, so that's good. Oh, my mechanites went away. Okay, things are looking up. Aside from him, you know, dying. Yeah, I'm sure we'll throw a funeral for him. It's all tainted, so that's no good. Well, we can make some meals out of him. Let's just nix that for now. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to do any of that. Well, there's a trading caravan coming our way. Yeah, I don't really want you to cut any of this shit. I want you to plant pumpkins if you're going to plant anything. The recruitment agency. So they function similar to the Empire, where they'll visit and you can give them slaves or gold for honor. I guess I could give them my gold, but I don't know. But they don't have, like, anything else to offer. So, yeah, that wouldn't even give me one honor. Oh, yeah, I was going to do this heat wave. This kick-ass helmet. Nice. Yeah, I know. Hey, you got a cool helmet on. You love cool helmets. It's 112 degrees out at night. Surely I can make, like, a tribal backpack or something. Maybe I can just make a regular backpack. Yeah, a lizard skin. Nice. That helps a lot with hauling capacity and stuff. 129 degrees, 130 degrees, 132, 3, 134 is what we're looking at here. Okay, what can you handle comfortably? 149. So the zebras are okay. I imagine the elephants are okay. No, they can only handle 122 comfortably. Interesting. I wonder if they'll just leave then. They certainly seem like they're about to leave. If there was one elephant there, I would just kill him, but... The pack, I will not. Okay, yeah, we should make the horseshoe pin. Make it out of steel. Yeah, you want a good solid horseshoe pin. All right, well, I will end off here. And I found now recently that I just do better with, like, actually completing the run if I only do a few videos and I mostly play on my own. So in the old days, you know, at this point I would have said, okay, we'll pick it up here next time. And I would have tried to do, you know, I would have like 10 videos in mind for the series, but then I almost never finished them. So for whatever reason, it's just a lot better if I just do very periodic updates. So I will go off on my own here. Probably not for too long, though, because there is a lot that can happen in these early days. But at least playing until I get, like, another person, because who knows how long it might actually be where I'm just, like, surviving here on my own. And it's not going to be that interesting to watch until I have another person and I get research and we get, like, a structure going and gas extraction and stuff. So, yeah, it's a good point to stop. We've seen the early days now. So we will move on from there. Uh-oh. Man-hunting lemurs. Here you go. Melee search and destroy. She'll just get out there and slaughter. Excellent. Little bruise on my shoulder somehow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, it's you know, it's hard to say. It's somewhat promising. The melee skill, you know, it's all good, and that blade and all that. I mean, we should be able to kill quite a bit with her. But we're just killing animals so far. It's a lot different when we're facing off against mechs with charge rifles and stuff. So we'll see. But for now, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Rimworld with Rim War. And I'll see you fine folks in the next part.